Hi everybody, today we are going to discuss changing an imperative sentence from the active voice to passive voice. So the video is going to be very interesting. Don't miss watching till the end. So first of all, we'll try to know about what the imperative sentence is. Imperative sentence is the sentence that expresses direct command, request, invitation, warning, order, or we can say the instruction, etc. etc. So, this is our imperative sentence. We use to express our command, requests, invitation, warning, and instructions. Uh, Imperative sentence. So there are some rules to change imperative sentence from active to passive voice. So today we will discuss one by one the rules and as well as the examples. The very first rule is an imperative sentence in the passive voice has the following form. For example, we are going to discuss this form. In passive voice, we will have this form of uh, sentence. For example, let plus object plus be plus past participle. So past participle, we already know that this is third form of verb. We have to keep in mind. The very first thing is that we are putting let in the beginning of the passive voice. We have some examples. The very first example, active, carry it home. Carry is our verb and it is our object. Keep in mind this, it is object pronoun. Okay, not this is subject pronoun. Here it acts as object pronoun. And home is our adverb. We know adverb of place. Now let it be carried home. Let we put, and we put it as object. After that be, that is in the formula we put, and then carried. Carried is the verb, as we have said third form of verb is used, it is this one. And home, this is the adverb that comes in the end of the sentence, we already know. So this was the first example. Second example is do it at once. Do it at once, second example. So what is in this? How can we change this? Try to change this. Let it be done at once. This is passive of the do it at once. So compare. For example, do it at once. Let it be done at once. Okay, it is here object, be is in the formula, done is third form of do. Likewise we will change active voice. Another example, open the door. Let the door be open. Very common active and passive voice example. Open the door. Open is verb, the door is object. Let the door, the door is there, and in the formula we have to put, this is in the formula, be opened plus third form of verb we have to put. Let is also in the formula we have to put. So this is very easy, not a difficult. This was the first rule. Now what is in the second rule we are going to discuss now. Rule number 2. When the active voice is in the negative, the passive voice takes the form. For example, this is another example we people have to keep in mind. Let plus object the same, and a not plus be plus past participle. Very easy. This is not a difficult one. Okay, do not beat the dog. Okay, do not beat the dog. This is the active voice. Passive voice, let the dog not be beaten. Now here do is not there, we were using in active voice the do, but here we do not use. Keep in mind this, and it is noted here, you have to keep in mind. Note that do is not used in the passive form. We people have to keep in mind this. Now another example is rule number 3. Okay, rule number 3 we will discuss now. What is in rule number 3? Read the rule number 3 now first. What is the rule number 3? We can begin the passive sentence with you if we want to put emphasis on the person addressed to. For the when we put some emphasis on a person, then we use you in the beginning of passive voice. Okay, otherwise no. We are having some example we are going to discuss now. For example, in active voice we are comparing here. Okay, help me, passive voice, let me be helped. This is correct example, not wrong. And another is passive voice, you are requested to help me. This is also correct, we can use. Okay, we are emphasizing, that is why. Okay. uh, Active voice, another example, learn the poem. Passive, let the poem be learned. This is another example. How beautiful this, these are very easy example. Another example is let the poem be learned, and passive is you are asked to learn the poem. This is also very easy. Both forms are there, we can use both, we are not bound to use one, we can use both. Okay, now don't touch it. Don't touch it is another example. Let it not be touched, we can use you are want to touch it. This is another example. These both are, we can change like this, these are both correct. Now next, note that the passive form has to begin with you when the object of the active verb is not mentioned. If the object is not mentioned, then what will happen? The passive form has to begin with you. We have to keep in mind this. We will see in the example. If the object of the active voice is not mentioned, this will happen. Okay. So how this happens, you will see. Active, work hard. Okay, here the active verb does not have an object, therefore the passive form should begin with you, should begin with you. For example, you are advised to work hard. You are advised to work hard. This is the translation of this one. Okay, you people have to keep in mind. Now next, get out. This is another example. What will be for that? Get out. Get out, you are ordered to get out. You are ordered to get out. This is another example, very beautiful and easy example. Is there another example for this? We will see. Okay, so this was all about passive and active voice